Welcome, everyone.
Hi, it's 5 o'clock. We're live at 5.
We are live.
I'm Paul Wintour.
I'm Beth Stevens.
And you guys, Brandon J. Ellis is here, who I love. He's in Bandstand. He's
Which we
phenomenal.
love. So good.
We love Bandstand. We love all of them, but we like him a lot. So, but first we have news. Is there news in the dead of summer?
I mean, sort of. There's some news.
Yeah.
We're going to call it news.
What's the news of the day?
The news of the day. Okay, Josh Groban.
Yeah.
We've heard of him. He just finished up his run in Great Comet, and he made a coffee table book about it. It is called Stage to Stage, My Journey to Broadway.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
So he announced on
What's
Twitter. I don't know.
Why is it coffee table? Does it mean just big photos? And what makes it coffee table?
It's like I know what's in it, but it was literally a tweet. It's not like there was like a paragraph after the tweet. It was just a tweet
He said,
with a
by
picture.
the way, I wrote a book.
By the way, Josh Groban.
Cool.
So we can follow his stage-to-stage journey to Broadway. I love it.
Sure, and he said he'll be back. He did say on Show People he will be back.
And do you remember what his
This is not a one-night stand. This
No.
Is
Do you remember what his dream role was that he told us?
Yeah, what was it?
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, right.
But he's going to have to fight Randalls and Christian Borle. They all want to play that role.
I know, everybody wants to be Sweeney Todd. Or Bobby and Company.
That's true.
Those are the top two answers on Live at 5. Thank you for joining us.
For the men. For the men. So Lila Neugebauer. I looked up how to say her name.
Say it again?
Lila Neugebauer. Watch the...
Beth does her research, by the way.
did.
Right before we went on camera, she said, I learned how to say it.
I learned how to say it, and I'm going to say it again. Lila Neugebauer is going to direct the new Tracy Letts play, Mary Page Marlowe, which is next year. Yeah, we're looking way ahead, guys. We're looking way ahead.
Who is she? She's
an Obie winner.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, the downtown crowd knows her.
Sure, or at least the Village Voice. So anyways, that play will begin performances at Second Stage, June 2018. Aren't you excited?
Why
Aren't you excited?
Why do we need to know that right now?
I don't know, it was announced today.
Okay.
They're just like
Next
cleaning
summer,
out their press
guys.
releases, sending them out. They don't
All right.
know. They don't care
Whatever,
about us.
It's all good.
So you know these two first names, Patty and Christine. Yeah,
Lapone,
Patty and Christine.
Yeah.
Patty Lapone, Christine Ebersol are going to have a CD signing for Warpaint, obviously Warpaint.
Well, this is exciting
At
because
Barnes & Noble.
everybody wants to get close to these two.
I mean, it's Patty and Christine. They don't even have last names. So that's next Friday, June 14th. I mean, July 14th. I don't know where I am.
Next June.
And nobody even knows what day it is.
That's next June, too.
Next June. Patty and Christine are going to reunite. No.
So it's at Barnes & Noble on
Upper East
86th
Side.
Street, the only Barnes ' Noble left. Well, not the only one, but it's the one.
The only one with a
This is
performance
where all the
space.
Broadway casts
That's
go
right.
and do this. And they always do it on Fridays.
At
around
2:30.
5 o'clock. And we have
2:30.
summer hours on Fridays. So even though we would love to go cheer them on and maybe
But
buy
I wanna
book,
get a
maybe we can
CD
buy
sign.
Alexander Silver's book while we're there.
I'm going to be focused on Patty and Christine. You can do what you need to do.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's next Friday. So next Friday, get your
July
Sharpies
14th,
ready.
2:30. Scott Frankel will also be there for a discussion, the composer of Warpaint.
I wonder if he'll be playing for them.
That's
Probably.
possible. That's
I wonder if he'll
possible.
sing face to face.
Please don't.
I bet
We
they
almost
will.
had someone break out into song. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it together.
You were doing Patty, not Christine. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We're all
That's
inner
what I heard.
Patty
I heard
coming
Patty.
out.
Okay.
Can you tell we've got some deep news here? Angela Lansbury. She has a lot of Tony Awards. She is going to play
How many? Do you remember?
5.
Okay.
5.
I would have said 4, so I'm glad you answered the question.
I
not
do my
me.
research. At least that's
I
what the
know.
news story says.
How do you
I
say her
don't
name
know.
again? Lila?
So I would say Aunt March, but you're going to say Aunt March because you're from around here. There's
Little
going to be
Women is my favorite. I love Little Women.
Yes, that's right. It's going to be on BBC One and Masterpiece PBS with a broadcast date to be announced.
OMG. How much do you
OMG.
love Little Women? Like every
Everyone loves
version
Little
of it.
Women.
In the musical, and then the Winona Ryder version.
Okay, you're going too far.
So good.
Here's a random thing, but it's political and fun.
Okay.
Zasha Mamet, who's been on Show People,
Thank you.
will join Melissa Rauch
Fun
on
fact,
stage.
nobody knows that. Thank you for remembering.
You're welcome. We'll join Melissa Rauch on stage at Joe's Pub for a reading. This is the title. Are you ready? The Secret Lunches of Chelsea and Ivanka. Don't know who that's about.
Oh my God.
It's a new satire co-penned by Rauch with Winston Rauch. It doesn't say no
because-
relation, so it's probably a relation.
Well, because Clinton and Trump, Chelsea and Ivanka, they were
same
friends.
age. They were
in the same social circle in New York City.
Correct.
That's what this is obviously inspired by.
Yes, correct.
And then their parents ran against each other for the presidency.
And the rest is history.
Presidency.
So modern day presidential satire, but it's also
Who's she playing?
Zasha and Melissa. I don't know.
You don't know who's playing who?
I didn't. It doesn't say.
Let's see.
Okay, you can work on
Who
that.
do we think? Everyone in the room. Zasha would be playing
Okay.
Sasha would be Chelsea. No? Ivanka. I think she's Ivanka.
I think that they can do like a little Foxes thing and switch.
That's not
but they're not
happening,
gonna.
Beth. It's just a reading. It's just a reading.
It's just a reading. Actually, it's a benefit for
They're not going to swap roles for the reading. What? You could do it twice?
I don't know, but I love the title so much. It's actually a benefit for Planned Parenthood, so it's fully political.
That's the title?
No, that's not the title.
A
The title
benefit
is
for Planned
The Secret Lunches of Chelsea and Ivanka.
Oh, okay, right.
This is becoming a comedy routine, but not funny.
It's been a long day, Beth.
I'm aware.
We've done a lot today.
We have done a lot today. We're
We've
just
been on camera
prepping
a
stuff
lot
for you.
today.
Okay, here's another random thing, because we're only doing random news stories today.
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil has acquired Blue Man Group.
What? What does that mean?
No,
What?
everyone, relax. It's all
What?
going to be okay.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean blue men are going to be flying from the ceiling, I don't think.
Just means they're going to make money off that name?
Correct. Yes.
Well, and they're both huge Vegas staples.
They're
Blue Man
huge
Group's a big-
worldwide global brands is what they are.
Yeah.
And none of them, yeah, so that's happening. That's happened.
Why
Also-
didn't we think of Blue Man Group in the 80s? I'm just saying. I mean, it's a pretty good idea.
You know, have you ever interviewed the blue men? They won't talk when they're blue.
It's very
But
difficult
when they're not
to
blue, they'll
interview
talk.
them. It's difficult.
Do you know what question they don't want to hear?
What?
Why are you blue? They don't want to hear that.
You know-
They don't want to talk about that. And if you ask that, they will walk away. Or at least roll their eyes.
What an inside tip from a seasoned theater journalist.
You're welcome. I've had my experiences.
Young kids out there who want to be Beth, don't ask the Blue Man Group that.
So nobody's going to worry about
What
that.
will they answer? I don't know.
I don't know. They don't want to talk about colors. We also have our very final episode of Welcome to the Rock.
Aww.
Are you going to sing? Are
Jen
you gonna do it?
Kalala.
Jen Kalala,
Who we love.
who we love. And at the end, they're really good friends with their neighbors, Dear Evan Hansen, and they have a pizza party together. That's worth watching just for that. But Jen's fantastic.
What kind of pizza?
What?
Where'd
Nobody
they-
asked that question.
where'd
Nobody
they
wants to
go?
know about
Where'd
that.
they
Do you
go?
know we have a guest today?
I would love pizza.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Do you think Brandon J. Ellis brought any pizza?
Nobody brought an extra pair of trousers.
Inside information.
Insider.
Are we done with the news?
We are.
Ah, okay.
I know.
So then
that
let's
was
take
a lot
quick
to
break,
take in.
and we'll be right back with Bandstand star Brandon J. Ellis.
Get out of my way. Find somebody else who gives a fig what you say. No, disappoint someone up there. Last time I checked, you were not my brother. You know who tells me stop? You know who tells me you don't have what it takes and you will never reach the top? You know who tells me stop? Nobody, nobody, no. No one tells me no. No one tells me no. No one tells me. No one tells me. No one tells me no.
Is the most delectable show of the summer, with original music by Sarah Bareilles, the composer behind the hits Love Song and Brave.
Hey guys, we are back live at 5, and look, Brandon J. Ellis has joined us with the amazing beard. You brought your beard with you. I know you just attach it for the show,
Never
but you
leave home
attached
without
it
it.
for live at 5.
I just walk around my house without it. That's it.
Hey, how's
man.
it going?
Really good. Thank
Yeah.
you for having us on the show.
How? Yes. How are things over at the Jacobs?
Yes.
The Jacobs.
Nailed
I
it.
get them mixed up. I get those two theaters mixed up. Isn't
The
that weird?
Jacobs and the
Schoenfeld.
right, and then the Golden, and we're all
Oh, I know the Golden. Anyway, how are things? How's it going over there?
really good, man. Ever since we got to go and show what we do on the Tonys.
Right.
it's
Okay,
really
I
become
love talking
exciting.
about this, and I talked to Corey Cott about this because, you know, the Tony Awards obviously an opportunity for the entire Broadway community. Typically, the best musical nominated shows, and then some other shows get to perform. You guys got to perform, even though you missed that one nomination, but you won Best Choreography.
Yep.
Which is a huge award and well deserved. And you got to do a number on the Tonys, and in my opinion, I've just hit my mic. That's how excited I got. In my opinion, the highlight of the Tony Awards.
Well, thank you.
And it reminded me a lot, and to watch the box office and to watch audience really build up. And this is an amazing show, and it has terrific word of mouth, At the end of the day, that's what builds Broadway hits.
Yeah.
People want to see this, and they want to see amazing dancing and singing, and you guys have all of it, and I'm just excited.
Listen to what he says about
I
the
was
show.
so excited watching the Tonys because I thought, yeah, they did it. They nailed it. They nailed it.
It's been great hearing the buzz at the stage door and just walking. You know, I live in Astoria, which is like 95% actors now.
Yeah.
So walking around and hearing the buzz at Mexi BBQ while I'm having a beer after the
Yeah.
show it's really great to hear people talk about it on the subway. And before, you know, it's been a loud season. There's a lot of shows.
It's
and
a lot of shows,
it's tough to
and
find
it sort
light.
of it came in as sort of an unknown show, and it's amazing, and people love it.
and since it really it was always great, and now people are starting to notice, and it's really awesome.
Right. Yeah. So it's nice to be noticed.
It is.
Congratulations on being noticed.
Thank you.
And how about that? Can we talk about that cast album?
Yes.
Because like everyone, I think Lin-Manuel Miranda just tweeted about how he can't stop listening to it.
Yeah, we all
it's an amazing
we
cast
all
album.
passed out for 3 days after that. I mean, he came back and raved about the album, and we all are raving about the album. It's so we all love that big band swing music. It's so cool to listen to. So it was a joy to record, and it's been incredible to listen to and get to jam out with all these incredible musicians.
So good. So you play Davey.
I do.
Let's talk about Davey. What makes Davey unique? He's funny.
Yeah, I would say that what makes Davey unique is that everyone has like a mask that they wear, and Davey's mask is humor. And he uses his humor to, if a situation gets difficult, he falls back on jokes, and I can sort of identify with that. It's kind of me in real life as well. And he's also an alcoholic, but in a humorous way, because that is his default setting. And he uses that to cope with reintegrating into society after coming back from World War II, and meets up with Corey Cott's character, Donnie Nova.
Yep.
Yes, ladies, Corey Cott. And Donnie invites him into the Donnie Nova band, and he starts to heal and find redemption through music, but never, of course, loses his sense of humor.
Yeah, Davey's the guy that you would want at a party.
Exactly.
I mean, I would invite all the guys to a party, but Davey would be first. Like, if I could only have one of the guys, it'd be Davey.
Yeah, I feel like I've done my job if after the show you're like, I want to have a beer with Davey.
I want to hang out with that guy.
I'm worried about him, but I still want to have a beer with him.
Yeah, the third drink might start getting rocky. But, so let's talk about your Broadway history, because you actually made your debut in Company.
I
right?
did.
The Raul Esparza revival of Company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you understudied.
I understudied David and Paul.
And Paul.
Yeah.
Paul. And you played instruments in that.
I did.
And then you were in Once.
Yep.
Right, and you played so you've played instruments in all
the Broadway
shows,
yeah.
right? So which instruments have you played in? What do you play in Bandstand?
In Bandstand, I just play upright bass, and
Right.
it is my first time ever doing an instrument show where I only have to play one instrument.
Oh,
which is
congratulations!
Very exciting.
To make it a lot easier.
Makes it a lot easier.
Well, Company must have been hard. Did you have to because all the characters played different instruments, right? So you had to know everything.
Yeah, it was. In Company, they worked out a crossover way so that we didn't all have to exactly match up. But the characters that I covered I played cello, upright bass, guitar, drums, and then they also played trumpet and saxophone and those things, which are ones that I don't have as much facility with.
So did you start as a musician?
I did.
Before being an actor?
I did.
Did you kind of fall into this in a different way, or?
I was a cellist all the way up until I was about 17, 18.
Okay.
And
Never acted.
Never acted. And then in a very surprising turn of events, I surprised my parents, and after doing a couple of plays at my very last semester in high school, going, I have changed my mind. I will now be majoring in acting in college.
Wow. What was your first time on stage? What were you acting in?
Assassins.
Oh, wow. What'd you
My
play?
very first show. We did this weird amalgamation where I played the balladeer and the proprietor.
Wow.
And then I sang all the songs for Hinckley and Shogosh and other actors in the show that couldn't sing. And then I also played guitar in it as the guitar manager.
God, wow.
That was my first time on stage. That was great.
And that show is incredible.
It's probably my favorite song. Actually.
Yeah, it's an incredible show, and it's back. It's at Encores next week, and so I could see how a show like that would get someone who maybe isn't a musical theater person kind of go like, oh my God, this is so cool that musicals can do this.
Yeah, I fell in love with it immediately because I had a great teacher who was not afraid, even as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, to introduce us to material like that, which I really appreciated, because a lot of times they try to coddle you, especially where I grew up.
Yeah.
And he did not. We were doing Tennessee Williams and Assassins and all that stuff when I was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your beard, because
Okay.
everybody wants me to. It's very glittery. It's very it's shiny. Let's
got
talk
some
about
sheen.
products. Are there I hope the shine is showing on the cameras. How do you take care of it? How do you make it smell good? Let's talk. Let's plug some products. Maybe get some delivered to the stage door.
Yep. That'd be great. I've learned a lot about beards in my bandstand journey.
Okay.
Because I would maybe have some scruff in my life, but never anything like this.
Okay.
So I wash it every day with coconut oil, believe it or not.
Coconut oil. Okay.
And I
So you
use.
put coconut oil in it and then you wash it out?
I
Or
do
you
like
just
it's a
leave-
coconut oil shampoo.
Oh,
Without SLS in it. You don't want that SLS. It's gonna mess your skin up.
What's SLS?
Sodium lauryl sulfate.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun tip.
Look at
Thanks.
that.
Nice.
None of that. And then after you wash it, you pat it dry,
Okay.
and then I put in a tobacco and vanilla beard oil.
That's what I smelled when you walked in.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's like, you go through, everyone starts off with maybe wearing cologne in high school, and cologne in general, for most people, it's too much. But we go through, everyone went like Drakkar Noir, then maybe a little Aqua di Gio, and moved on to some other less offensive smells. And now I've settled on a more savory tobacco and vanilla beard oil.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps it kind of soft, so it doesn't aggravate the other people on stage when I rub against them.
Is my cologne too much? Is that what you were trying to tell me?
No.
With that? No. Okay.
It's very mild and pleasant.
Just making sure. I'd rather have some tobacco beard oil. But I don't have a beard to work with. Bradley loved you in once.
Thank you.
You did. So you did it in the West End.
I did.
What was your favorite moment in the run doing it in the West End?
This was a crazy night. Russell Crowe came to the show
Cool.
and took us all out to dinner,
What?
which was incredible.
Is that what he does?
I guess.
That's awesome.
He just said, I want to take everyone to dinner, and we were like, I'm going to dinner with Russell
Yeah,
Crowe.
hello.
And we went to
What
this.
power that is, right? He can go anywhere and be like, I want to take you to dinner. People would go.
And, yeah. We went
Cancel
to
all
this,
the plans.
Yes, cancel all your plans.
Texting everyone to
I
cancel
was
the
supposed to
plans.
fly home that night, and I did
You're
not.
like, nope, I'm
not doing it.
Russell Crowe.
He took us to this fancy Asian restaurant in a fancy hotel that I can't remember the name of in
Wow.
London. And
Okay.
we got a little private room, and we hung out and were regaled with stories from Russell Crowe and listened to his album, which he has,
Amazing, yes.
and had dinner with Russell Crowe, and that was
That's an amazing answer.
an amazing time there in the West End.
Elise wants to know, what was the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to was Perm by Bruno Mars.
Stop it. That's my number one jam. Are you kidding me? I know
That's
every word.
It's my walk around New York jam.
And actually, you reminded me of it 2 minutes ago when you were talking about patting your beard because
Yeah.
of the lyric about like patting the hair. Like,
Yes. And
I
I keep-
totally was just thinking of perm. Like that's crazy.
It's the best, and I love that. Put some perm on your attitude because you need to relax. I use that all the time now.
Yeah. I love forget your Instagram and your Twitter. I like that part. Oh my God. Dream co-star.
I think I legitimately am working with some of my dream
Yeah.
co-stars. I've always admired Beth Level, and we went to the same school.
Beth Level.
And so getting to be in a show with Beth Level is incredible, and getting to be in a show with Laura and Corey. They're wonderful human beings that treat us all like family. It's incredible. Yeah.
It's I've read you love 30 Rock. True.
I do love 30 Rock.
Any impressions you want to share? That's
Of
kinda-
impressions of
30 Rock things? I don't know.
They all seem very nice and funny.
Good answer. That's a good answer. What is Laura Osnes like? Brooke wants to know.
She's an actual dream person. I don't understand how people like her exist. She is kind, generous, selfless, and so talented.
There's so many. What's the most challenging part of understudying?
That's the hardest job on Broadway. I mean, people that understudy like multiple roles in a lot of these shows, some of these dancers covered 14 dance tracks that are some on the left, some on the right, different moves. It's crazy. I think the most challenging part of it is being able to go on and make the show appear seamless. Because your job as an understudy is to go on and have the audience after the show go, oh, that was an understudy, and that is the hardest part because you have to move like a different person moves.
Yeah.
And they allow you some freedom in the scenes, and that's nice. And most actors relish at something different to happen.
Right.
But in terms of the choreography and movement patterns, those have to be the same so no one gets hurt. And I'd say that's probably the most challenging.
Yeah.
Keeping all that straight.
How many tattoos do you have?
These
That's not real.
no, these are all fake.
That's
They're for the show.
Do you have any real tattoos?
No, I
Oh,
do
okay.
know. I think I'm gonna get one.
Oh, like a bandstand tattoo?
Yeah, right across here, just gonna get Bandstand Broadway.
I have one final question. Do you have any dream roles other than Sweeney Todd or Bobby? But you'd be great as both of them.
Yes, those are two of my dream roles, of course. I would love to do any of the roles in Pillowman. I'd love to do Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Pillowman is a good
I'd love to
show.
be in The Play That Goes Wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it is so
How fun.
funny. There's a couple of great roles in that. Trevor and John are two. I'd love to do either of those roles. I'd love to do, this will never happen, but I'd love to do Leo in Parade. That's just such a gorgeous thing.
Yeah.
Maybe one day Tevye?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Totally. You got time for that.
Yeah.
You got time for that. We know you can rock the beard, so you're good. That's like one of the most important
That's
things.
the most important thing, yeah.
Because we didn't know if Danny Percy could rock the beard, but it turns out he could too.
He crushed that beard.
Yeah, he crushed that
Impressed with the beard, Danny.
Crushed that beard, and it smelled good too. So thank you so much, Brandon J. Ellis of Bandstand. Everybody, go see this show. And if you've already seen it, go see it again. I'm going back. I love it so much. Thank you so much for being here.
My
Good
pleasure.
to see you. We will be back Monday with another guest, 5 o'clock, live at 5. Thank you so much.